What's going on, man? I want to talk about my plan for the future of my trading. If you guys saw my last video, you would know that yesterday I crashed out really hard. I went on tilt and I blew my funded account. So, I'd already passed the eval on that account. I was in a fair bit of profit on that account and I made some silly decisions, and that's just the way life goes. That's entirely on me, and I need to do better. But there's no point dwelling on it any further than I need to. I know what I did wrong, and that was over trading, over leveraging by a lot. I was trading with 3 minis, which, if you guys know, that is way too much for a 50k account. And I just wanted to make back the losses. I was pissed off and I wanted to make back my money. And we all know what happens when you try and do that. It never works. So, my plan for the future is setting a daily lockout limit. That is the biggest thing, okay? And the reason for that is because I just don't have the self-restraint to control my emotions and restrain myself from making bad decisions like what I did last night. So, setting a daily loss limit is the best possible way for me to not keep on doing what I just did. I went 4 months since the last time I tilted. If you guys don't know, 4 months ago I posted another video, the exact same as yesterday's one, when I blew my account, 4 months ago. And so I went 4 months trading really well, trading without emotions, only taking 1 or 2 trades a day, if that. And I'm proud of myself for how far I went, but that came to an end last night, and that's okay. So hopefully I can go, a couple of years this time without doing that, without making that mistake. And hopefully I can never do it again, because anyone who wants to be in this trading game for the long run knows you cannot do that. That is never an option. If I was trading on a live account, let's say I'd made heaps of money from my payouts and I had a live account with $100,000 in it. Imagine if I lost $100,000 yesterday. That's what would have happened. And it's really scary to think about. So I need to do better. I need to be more mature in my trading, and yeah. So this is my Alpha Futures account. I'm $1,000 in drawdown on this account, actually on both. So I've got a bit of progress to make getting those accounts back up, but it's just an eval. So I will still keep going pretty heavy on the risk. But the biggest thing is that since this is on Project X, I can go into my settings here and set a daily risk lock. So, personal daily loss limit, I'm probably going to set that at 800. I know that that is still a huge amount to lose in one day. Like, don't get me wrong, that is a lot of money to lose, $800 in one day. But it's an eval, and I don't want to spend weeks and months on an eval. It's a complete waste of time, in my opinion. I'd rather try and get funded and then be disciplined from there. But in order to get funded, I'm still going to have to trade well. I'm still going to have to take good setups. So I'm going to risk $400 to $500 per trade and try and get these accounts back out of drawdown and see if I can get them passed, probably by the end of the month. And if I lose $800 on a day, then that's the end of it. I took my two losses for the day, and that's when I have to accept it and move on, right? So that's the plan. It's just that daily loss limit every single day. And the biggest reason as to why I'm doing this is because I just need to have that last line of defense. I need to have something that just stops me right in my tracks. The first thing is following your trading plan. So let's say I follow my trading plan, my setup appears, we sweep some session lows, we're inside of a high time frame fair value gap, we get a inversion on the lower time frame, we've got nice draws on liquidity. That's good for me to take a trade and see how it goes. Let's say that trade is a loss. That is the first line of defense, losing that trade and losing the risk that I put on that trade. That should be enough to call it a day and be okay with that. But if that doesn't work, then what's the second line of defense? My psychology, my mind, going, okay, I need to stop now, because what happened is I lost the trade. I was willing to lose that money. When you put a trade on, if I'm risking 400, I need to be willing to burn that 400 right now. There's no debate about it. I need to be able to accept the risk that I put on that trade, and that's it. So that's the second line of defense. And the third line of defense is going to be that daily loss limit. Every single time. I might make some changes to what I decide that's going to be, but I can guarantee you right now that it won't be my entire account balance. I'm just not going to let that happen. I think that, on TradeOvate, because the account I blew was on Apex with TradeOvate, I couldn't actually set a daily loss limit on there, so that's not really in my control. But I think that even if I could have, my ego has been too big. I thought, I haven't blown an account in 4 months. That must mean that I'm okay now, and I'm not going to revenge trade. I'm not going to overtrade. I'm not going to over leverage. And so I thought that I had enough self-restraint to have like a mental daily loss limit. And look, we learnt a lesson. We learnt a big lesson yesterday, and that's that I don't have the self-restraint. So I'm hoping that is, that's going to be annoying as when it hits. Like if I hit my max daily loss and it locks me out, I'm like, oh my God, dude. Now I have to wait till tomorrow. But if I'm getting pissed off about that, if I'm frustrated about the fact that I have to wait until tomorrow, then I must have done something wrong. And, if that's the situation that I'm in, then that's it. That's saving me right there, that daily loss. So we'll see how that goes. And that's all my plan really is. I'm not changing my strategy. I'm not quitting. I'm not making any changes at all in the way that I trade. My system is profitable. It's not incredibly profitable. I have an average of a 58, probably now 57% win rate over the last about 100 trades, targeting an average of a 1-to-1. So it's not a hugely profitable system, but over time it's going to get better, and there's no reason to change it. Yesterday's account that I blew had nothing to do with my strategy. The trades that I was taking was, like I said, 3 minis, just completely random trades. Just go long, oh shit, that stopped me out. Go short now, or that went break even. Let's just re-enter. That's what I was doing. So I'm not changing anything about my strategy or anything like that. It's just changing around how I'm going about risk management. So we'll have to see how it goes. It's a roadblock for sure. It's set me back quite a lot, and like I said yesterday, I'm not worried about the money that I lost from the eval. From the funded. Sorry, it's really not about the money, right? That eval cost me. It was $30 US on a 90% off sale when I got it. Then I had to pay the activation fee, which is like $150 or something. So I did lose a bit of money on that account. And obviously it would have been nice if I didn't lose the money. But the thing that's frustrating is the time. It's the time that I spent on that account. Every single video I've made for the last month was me trading on that account, putting time into that account, trying to get better on that account. I trade in the middle of the night. It's market opens at 12:30 a.m. for me, so I'm staying up late at night. I'm grinding in the middle of the night. I'm waking up late. My schedule is all whacked out, and I like trading that way. But it's the time. It's the effort, and it's the grind, and that's the thing that hurts to lose, because you can you can trade for a year consistently, following your rules, following your risk management plan, and it takes one day to blow it all away. One day. And not even one day, just one losing trade, and your brain switches. You guys know that feeling. You guys saw how I was last night. Yesterday in that video, I was super pissed off. I was super upset with myself, but that was a very heat of the moment thing. Now that I've come down from that gambling mindset that I was in, I have realized that it's not the end of the world. And I do also want to just thank you guys for all the positive comments that you left. That's something that I'm really lucky to have, is you guys, because I most people don't get that. Most of you guys watching this video, if you do what I did last night and you blow an account, or you go on tilt, and you lose that account, you've got nobody to talk to. You probably can't talk to your parents or your family about it, because it's not really good to talk about trading with your loved ones, to be honest. You guys probably can't talk to them. You probably can't talk to your friends about it. you probably don't have anyone to rant to. And I am lucky enough that I have you guys and that I have your guys' support. So I do want to say thank you so much for that. If you guys are going through a rough patch in your trading, like I was last night, please reach out in the Discord. I've got a mental health channel in there where you can just go crazy. You can say whatever you want. We're not here to judge you. We're here to help you and support you, because myself and everybody in the Discord knows that trading is a very rough thing. It's a very lonely journey, and it's a very mentally draining journey as well. So if you guys are going through anything, please reach out to me, whether it's in a DM, whether it's in the Discord publicly, it doesn't matter. I'll make sure I can respond to everybody. I pretty much get back to every DM, as long as it's not just spam or trying to sell me something. I'll get back to you. So I hope you guys are okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm going to get back on the horse. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to learn from that mistake, and I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to do it again. I've said it before that I'm not going to do it again, and I did it last night, but, you know, what else do I do? What else do I do except try and manifest that I'm not going to do it again? That's all you can really do. So, yeah. Look, man, I love all of you, and I appreciate all of you for everything. Hopefully we got some better news coming in the future. Let's just get back on the horse. Let's do what we got to do. If we do lose these accounts, then I'll start again, and we'll see what happens. I'm just going to try and get funded again and just make sure that I'm doing what I need to do every day, which is following my trading plan, and regardless of whether I win or lose on the day, getting off and living to trade another day. That's all it is at the end of the day. It's nothing about strategy. It's purely the mind. All right. It's psychological warfare is what this is. And I know that sounds extreme, but it's true. So I'll stop rambling, but yeah, man. Alpha Futures, daily lockout. I think this is going to change my life. I think it's going to change my life. I think that I'm going to make a lot of money from this mistake that I made and from this lesson that I learned. That's all I got, man. Peace out.